Dopamine is lying to you. Every time you fantasize about your dream life, your brain quietly marks it as done and steals the motivation to actually build it. Let's start with something that might actually blow your mind. Psychology has discovered that simply imagining success can trigger the brain to release small amounts of dopamine, the same reward chemical it releases when you actually achieve something. So when he sits down and spends an hour daydreaming about his future business, his brain isn't totally sure the difference between that fantasy and reality. He's already gotten some of the good feeling. His brain says, okay, we're good, we made progress. Except he didn't. He just thought about making progress. That's trap number one, and it's sneaky because it feels productive. It feels motivating, but it's actually draining the fuel you need for real action. Now, trap number two is one that people don't like to admit. It hides behind ambition, behind all that excited energy. She's not stuck because she doesn't care. She's stuck because she cares too much about what failure would mean. If she never actually tries, her dream stays perfect and intact. She's still potentially the person who could build that company, write that book, transform her health. But the moment she tries and stumbles, the story changes. So her brain, in its desire to protect her self-image, keeps her in the planning phase indefinitely. As long as she doesn't try, she can't fail. It's a psychological defense mechanism dressed up as preparation. This one is incredibly common. He tells himself he'll start when he has more time, more money, more confidence, more clarity. But psychology is clear on this point. Readiness doesn't come before action. It comes from action. He's waiting for a feeling that only the doing can actually create. The readiness he's waiting for is on the other side of starting, not before it. If you're watching this and nodding along because you recognize these patterns in yourself, you've probably already read books, listened to podcasts, and collected advice without it sticking. That's not a personal failure. It's a system failure. The Self-Mastery Bundle was built specifically for this problem. It's a complete toolkit with 30 comprehensive guides and over 210 interactive resources designed to work together as a unified system for transformation. It covers mindset, productivity, habit building, and finding real purpose, not as separate ideas, but as a connected path. There's a special launch price available right now, and you can find all the details in the description below. It's worth a look, because the right system changes everything. Now, back to our fourth trap, because this one is exhausting people into inaction. Overthinking. He spends so much mental energy analyzing every possible step, every outcome, every risk, that by the time it's actually time to do something, he's mentally depleted. Cognitive resources aren't unlimited. Decision fatigue is real. When someone runs their brain ragged thinking about the plan, they've got nothing left to execute it. They sit down to work and feel strangely drained before they've even started. That tiredness isn't laziness. It's mental exhaustion from too much internal processing and not enough external movement. Now subscribe to this channel if you haven't already, because we regularly break down the psychology behind human behavior in ways that genuinely change how you see yourself and the world around you. Trap number 5 is perhaps the deepest one. It's about identity. The brain resists actions that don't match how a person currently sees themselves. If she secretly holds the belief that she's someone who doesn't follow through, or that she's not the type of person who succeeds at things like this, then even when she's motivated, even when she's excited, she'll hit an invisible wall. Because action requires stepping into a version of herself that she hasn't fully accepted yet. It's not about willpower. It's about the story she's telling herself about who she is. And that story is louder than any motivational speech. Then there's trap number 6, and it might be the most addictive of all. Being in love with potential. Talking about big dreams feels electric. It creates this sense of identity and possibility. He's the guy with the vision, the ambitious one, the one who's going places. That identity feels good. But real progress is repetitive, unglamorous, and slow. It's showing up on days when there's no excitement, grinding through the boring parts, doing the work even when it doesn't feel meaningful. The dream is beautiful. The daily work of building it is not. So he stays attached to the idea of who he could be, because it feels infinitely better than confronting who he is right now and what he's actually doing with his days. Remember that bonus I promised? Stay right there, because we're getting to it. Here's the real takeaway from all of this. Big dreams are genuinely not rare. They're everywhere. Every second person you meet has a vision for something extraordinary. But what separates the ones who build it from the ones who talk about it forever isn't talent, isn't luck, and it isn't intelligence. It's the ability to act while the mind is actively resisting. It's moving forward when the brain is pulling toward comfort, when overthinking is tempting, when the dream still feels safer than the attempt. Now before the bonus, one more reminder that the self-mastery bundle in the description is exactly the kind of structured system that helps bridge the gap between knowing these psychological traps and actually breaking free from them. Don't miss the launch pricing while it's still available. And now for the bonus content I promised. Here's a 3-part psychological reset you can use right now. First, shrink the action down to something your brain can't argue with. Don't say you'll work on the goal. Say you'll spend 5 minutes on it. That's it. The brain's threat response can't mobilize against 5 minutes. Second, write down your current identity story. Actually put it on paper, the things you believe about yourself that contradict your goal. Seeing it in writing activates a different part of your thinking brain and starts loosening its grip. When you catch yourself getting a mental reward from imagining success, pause it. Tell yourself you'll earn that daydream by doing 10 minutes of real work first. You're rewiring the reward sequence. Now there's a video coming up on your screen very soon that I seriously want you to watch next. It's about how the more you trust, the less you'll need to try. And you should watch it because it reveals something almost counterintuitive about how high performers actually operate. And it connects everything we just talked about today in a way that's going to make the whole picture click. Don't skip it.